This is Mr. Thompson from Crossroads. I hope all of you are doing really well, and I miss all of you so much. I miss our classroom, I miss our regular school days, but I just wanted to show you this video real quick and read you one of our stories that I have assigned for the week. So this is for all of the first graders out there. So on Wednesday, it says that you're supposed to do the story The Fly and the Horse, okay? So this is what I'm going to read you today. Now, if I show you the book, it's a teacher edition, and it might show up backwards, so just keep that in mind. But we have first on page 70, we have the words to practice. If we look right here, and yeah, see, it's kind of backwards. So I'll just read them to you, and you can read along with me as we do it. So these are words that you want to look at and find either in the story or find words similar to that in the story, and with these ending sounds and things like that. So the first part is just reading the words. So in this yellow box, so we have battle, gallop, answer, open, burden, people, surprise, and important. And these are all really important words. Now the next section is having certain words, but then following it with a certain ending. And we want to use those endings in the story when we're reading. So for example, we have N as in sharp N. So that EN almost makes like an I sound as in the word in, like come in. So for example, we have hard and hard in. Eat, eat in. Wood, wood in. So you combine those and it's harden, eaten, wooden. Okay? Now for the next one, it's lee, L-Y, makes that lee sound, almost like two E's. So lee, like in the word slowly, and that adds it on. So down here on these words, so sad, sadly, quiet, quietly, and quick, quickly. So we add that L-Y to it. Now we have also er, as in big-er. And remember, with some of these words, if it ends with a consonant, you sometimes have to double it. So that's why bigger has two G's, right? So we have fold, folder, follow, follower, farm, farmer, okay? And finally, we have our ed, as in wanted. So it has that id sound, ed at the end. So for example, landed, id, sounded, tested, waited. All right? So look for these endings in your story that I'm going to read for you right now, and you're going to follow with me, I hope. So let's move to that. Page 71, we have the words to watch for. Okay? And remember, we always want to look for those words, and I've been trying to tell your parents and tell all you guys when we're in class that when we see those words, we want to either circle it, we want to highlight it, we want to underline it, because those are important words that we want to know about, okay? So for example, harness, okay, what is that? We might find out in the story. Spoken, see, it has that EN, just like we talked about over here. Burden, which it gives you the definition right here, that's a load. So we also have snorted, right? Which is make a noise of scorn through the nose, okay? So you snort, right? Something noise you make in your nose sometimes. Mistaken, which means wrong. And then deceiveth, and it ends with that TH sound. And that means that you do not tell the truth, or something or someone does not tell the truth. All right, so maybe there's gonna be some of that in our story today. So let's find out. So we have the fly and the horse, okay, starting on page 71. Okay, yours might look a little different because yours is the student edition. I've got the teacher one, so follow along with me. So we have here the fly and the horse. A fly sat on the wheel of a horse cart. Indeed, cried he, as the strong horse ran along the road. What a dust I do raise as I go around and around on this big wheel. The dust gets in my eyes too. I will go sit for a while on the horse's harness. So away flew the proud little fly. After a time, he said to the horse. Now, before we turn the page, look at the fly. Doesn't he look kind of proud? His chest is out. He kind of has a funny look on his face, like he's looking down at something. Those are all signs that he's proud, like the story said. So that's a good illustration there. All right, so what did he say? He said, after a time he said to the horse, so the fly is going to talk right now, now I will fly away. I know I must burden you by resting so long upon your head. As you please, snorted the horse. I did not know you were there until you spoke. You did not know I was here, cried the fly, opening all his eyes in surprise. Little people who think they are so important are often mistaken, answered the old war horse. The little fly's pride was sadly hurt. He went away by himself to think about it all day long, and all the next day, and all the day after that. And the horse? Why, he galloped into battle and soon forgot that a little fly had ever spoken to him. So, kind of what the horse said hurt the fly's feelings a little bit, hurt his pride, right? His proudness. And he, he's feeling bad about it. And the horse, meanwhile, just forgot all about him. Whatever, I'm going to go off and into battle or go with my owner and ride off. So, the horse wasn't really thinking about the fly, but the fly was really hurt by the horse's words there. So let's continue on. Oh, and that's the end actually, I'm sorry. So, be thinking about, and kind of we've been talking about it, right? What's kind of the message there, right? Words can hurt sometimes if you don't think, sometimes it might not feel like it hurts to you if it was said to you, but it might hurt somebody else, right? So, last part, I wanted to read to you the questions and maybe give you some clues as to how you can find the answer in the story here. Because all these questions, 1 through 4, can be found in the story we just read. So let's look at them. So it says, think about it, okay? These ones I want you to do on a separate piece of paper. Remember, you always want to have 3 things on your piece of paper. Do you guys remember what those are? It's name, date, and title. Right? We want to write the title of the story, which is The Fly and the Horse. So write your name at the top, underneath your name write the date, and then write the title, The Fly and the Horse. Okay? That's easier for you, so you know what the assignment is, you know what that piece of paper is, because it's going to be important. You don't want to throw it away on accident. And then it also helps me, and it helps your mom and dad, it helps your family. If they see the paper, they don't just throw it away themselves too. And it helps me, that way I know what that paper is, what those questions are, so I can grade it and upload it, and you can see those good grades on there, hopefully. So, let's look at the questions. So, number 1. Did the fly raise the dust on the wheel as it went around? Okay, so remember in the beginning it talked about the dust being raised as the wheel went around, okay? Did the fly raise the dust on the wheel? Okay, so it's going to be yes or no. And if it's yes, then you answer the question. If it's no, then you got to answer the part, what did? Okay, so if the fly didn't do it, who did? Okay, so think about that. Number 2, why didn't the horse know the fly was on his head? Okay, so think about that, all right? Put yourself maybe in a horse's shoe, in the horse's shoes, horse's point of view, or the fly's point of view, right? Think about a horse and think about a fly. Why didn't the horse know that the fly was on his head? Okay. Next, question 3. Why was the little fly's pride hurt? Okay. Now remember, that was kind of in the middle of the story, right? So why was the little fly's pride hurt? Okay. What made him feel hurt? Okay. And lastly is question 4. Who do you think was wiser? Now that means kind of smarter or a better thinker in some cases, right? Who do you think was wiser, the fly or the horse? And then, so you got to say the fly or the horse, and then why, right? So the horse was wiser because, and then put your answer, or if you think the fly was wiser because, and put your answer, okay? So I hope this short little reading helped you guys, and I hope you're able to follow along with me. I know when I show you the page, it's kind of backwards, so that's kind of funny. But maybe, who knows, maybe I'll upload it onto YouTube here, and maybe it won't be backwards. Let's hope. But if it is, just follow along in your book as I read with you. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and please look for more of this. I'm going to be trying my best to at least once or twice a week upload these kind of things to you so you can see me, and hopefully I can hear your reaction, or your parents can tell me that you watched it and you enjoyed it, I hope, and you're able to follow along and understand this story really good, okay? Especially these are Aesop's Fables, so these are really like learning lesson type stories. So I really hope you guys enjoyed. I hope I can see you all really soon. I know we're going to be doing a Zoom meeting coming up, so I'm really excited about that. I'm excited to see you and hear what you've been up to. So I'll see you guys real soon. Okay? Bye-bye.